Face having ass. Hey, it's Eric Peoples back again. This time with Gotham Review, episode 3. We're just gonna jump right into it, and I'm gonna go over a little Gotham news that I had read about. They cast young Harvey Dent. They stated that he will be, I believe, a college student, something of that nature, in the upcoming episodes. If you guys have been following me, you know how I feel about introducing so many Batman characters pre-Batman. I mean, 10 years or more pre-Batman that it's just taken away so much. You could create characters. It's been over 75 years of Batman that you could actually use a lot of different characters. I love the fact that they introduced, this is related to tonight's episode, Maroni. Um, he came into play based off of what Cobblepot is doing. And Oswald, I'm still anxious to see exactly what Oswald has planned. Does he plan on creating this mob war? Because it seems like Maroni really doesn't respect Falcone as much. It's like I mess with you only because I need something from you, and you're the big name. So we'll flow with you. But I think that Maroni ultimately feels the same way as Fish does. That Maroni's time is coming, and I got next. Um, so that's interesting. But going back to that original statement about Harvey Dent being cast, I really don't care for it. Guys like Maroni is cool. They created Fish Moody, and I enjoy her character just as much as I enjoy anybody else on the show. But to continuously introduce and make function of characters who are actually more or less Batman characters, not pre-Batman characters, it's kind of a nuisance because Bruce Wayne isn't even 18 years old or anything of that nature. He's only 12 in this show. So all of these characters are 10, 15, maybe even 20 years older than him. And that just takes away a lot. So the episode kicks off with basically the Balloon Man. That is the name of the episode. And the Balloon Man is basically a vigilante, a guy who is sick and tired of the way Gotham is been just doing anything that it wants. The criminal element just does whatever the hell it wants, and there's no checks and balances with it. So this guy, from last episode, he saw what was going on from the last episode where the children were getting kidnapped and just took it away for whatever purposes. He got tired of it. He said, "You know what? I'm doing something about it, and I'm going to use major figures in Gotham that are supposedly innocent, but everybody knows that they're crooked, and I'm going to make examples out of them." And it's a really unique conversation, romantic conversation that he has with Gordon, and ultimately Gordon's going to be faced with that. Is like I said earlier, foreshadowing with that again 20 years down the line when Batman comes around. And it's going to be interesting to see this dynamic being used throughout the show because I'm quite sure, as the Balloon Man said at the end, I'm not the last. I'm just the beginning. And the coin, I love using that analogy with the penguin, or shall I say Cobblepot. I don't want him to come out of nowhere and stab me. Uh, with Cobblepot, he keeps warning everybody that there's shit about to go down. That shit about to go down, and you need me on your team. And now we're seeing the vigilante aspect of it. And young Bruce Wayne, he gets a little bit more airtime in this episode as well. He's researching. He's looking at, oh, this guy is a vigilante. He's killing bad people. You know, he's trying to do good, but also but in those bad ways. And Bruce is kind of attracted to that. He's not eating. He's just becoming obsessed. And now he has the pictures of his parents' death that he's tried to piece together. He's tried to become a detective. And Alfred is kind of pulling his card, like, who do you think you are? You think you're a detective now? And Bruce is just like, just leave me alone. They're they're. I would be a bit surprised at the end of this season that he dresses up in a bat suit. I mean, honestly, it's just like minutes away from that. But overall, the episode was pretty good. The aspect of Montoya and Barbara Gordon is started to escalate a little bit more because she keeps nitpicking, and part of me believes that she's hating or Barbara and Jim's relationship, and she's still in love with Barbara. Yeah, they are romantically linked. So in the show, so that aspect is going to be heightened. She even let Barbara let her kiss her, and they told her to get out. So that's going to create an even bigger conflict. Bullock is still Bullock. He hasn't changed. He's still who he is. Um, Falcone was in there a little bit, and Fish is just, I swear to you guys, she's going to be one of the freaks. Do you see her freaking nails? They're like bird claws, man. And she's almost like a southern, she's got that southern style accent to her, and it's really maniacal in that sense. So she also does something, I'm not going to give too much away, but she gets her payback on Falcone for beating up her lover, and then she has the lover killed because she said that he was weak. So this week's episode, a 3.5 out of 5, pretty good. Action was pretty good, and they're introducing different elements that are foreshadowing. But it's going to be interesting to see how everything pans out. And the Penguin comes to Gordon's house at the end. Now, where that's going to lead, have no idea. Looking forward to it next week. And that's it, guys. So again, I appreciate you guys looking at the video. If you have any comments, questions, hit me in the comment section. If you like what you see, hit me with a like. If you didn't, hit me with a dislike. But let me know what you didn't like. Don't just be disliking shit and don't tell me what you didn't like. And that's it. Bam. Tomorrow, come back here. Flash episode 1. I've already seen the episode, the pilot episode, but I'm gonna wait until I see the extended 3 minutes. Thanks, guys. Peace.